I used to think being hard on myself was discipline. I thought if I ever let up, slowed down, or stopped pushing, everything would fall apart. But what I didn't realize was this: being hard on myself wasn't helping me move forward. It was the very thing holding me back. We gonna talk about it, because I'm Big Dame, and you know what time it is. Now, somewhere along the way, a lot of us learned this idea that pressure creates progress. That if you're not constantly pushing, constantly criticizing yourself, constantly staying on your own neck, then you must be getting lazy. For me, staying busy felt safer than slowing down. Stillness felt dangerous, because if I stopped moving, I might have to sit with things I didn't want to face. Here's the problem nobody talks about. Pressure doesn't always create action. Sometimes it creates paralysis. The more I demanded perfection from myself, the harder it became to start. I'd freeze, overthink, procrastinate, and then guess what happened next? I'll beat myself up for freezing. That cycle right there, that's not discipline. That's fear wearing a productivity mask. Everything started to change when I stopped asking, how do I push myself harder? And started asking, how do I make progress feel safe again? I lowered the bar, I shrunk the goals, I changed the way I talked to myself, and something surprising happened. I showed up more. Not because I was forcing myself, but because I wasn't afraid of failing anymore. Real discipline isn't punishment. Real discipline is structured with compassion. It's consistency built on safety, not fear. And if you only know how you motivate yourself through pressure, your nervous system never gets to rest. And eventually, it shuts things down. Progress doesn't come from being cruel to yourself. It comes from learning how to support yourself. Here's something you can try this week. Speak to yourself the way you would to someone you're responsible for, not someone you're disappointed in. Start smaller than your ego wants. Build consistency before intensity. Pressure doesn't create progress. Safety does. Throughout several videos here on this channel, I made it a point to tell you how I've been struggling with consistency. And that's mainly because of the fact that, to a fault, I'm considered a perfectionist. And falling within that trap certainly doesn't help when it comes to making sure that you're able to get your content out there on time, or making sure that you're able to even do whatever you gotta do, whether it's some paperwork, some stuff that you gotta do for work, meeting certain deadlines, meeting certain quotas. At the end of the day, and this is what I have to keep telling myself, ladies and gentlemen, nobody is perfect. Nothing can ever be perfect. You just do what you need to do and put it out there. Just trying to make everything perfect is never going to be the answer. It's never going to be the solution, because you'll continuously set yourself back, hold yourself back when you know you could be a lot further along. Take this whole journey of me being a content creator, for example. There's many videos, many podcasts, many things I could have out by this point right now in 2026. But because of my perfectionism, I've held myself back from producing a lot of that content. Maybe you can call it low confidence. Maybe you can call it, wanting things to turn out right. And then, especially when I be editing these videos, it just, certain things won't come out right. Certain things I was like, no, it can't just be about that. The last videos you've seen, parts 1 and 2 of the 10 lessons I've learned in 2025 and taken to 2026, I intentionally left a lot of B-roll off of it, left a lot of that stock footage you usually see off of it, because I want you to understand that it's never going to be about perfection. But see, I've been raised on TV, and I've been raised on knowing a lot of production techniques. that makes a TV show worth watching. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, and this is something I always realize. This is not a television show. This is a video series broadcasted on YouTube. So that means you can pretty much be all the way loose when it comes to production. Let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a one-man show. Nobody else is producing this but me. So you better believe that there's going to be a lot of gaffes and a lot of mistakes. But you do your best to minimize those mistakes because you want to be able to present a quality presentation. But at the end of the day, it's all about the message, not about how pretty everything looks. Having that knowledge is what's pushing me forward to continuously produce this sort of content for all of you. And for myself as well. This is something I can definitely look back on and just say, you know what, Dame? You did good, kid. If any of this resonated with you, I need you to do me a small favor. I need you to hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you know whenever a new YKWTII video drops. Let me know in the comments. Are you disciplined or are you just hard on yourself? Share this video with your friends. Spread the word of you know what time it is, y'all. Let's grow this movement. Make sure you follow YKWTII broadcast on all social media platforms, and definitely follow me on Instagram, X, and TikTok at RealBigDame314. So until the next video, it's your resident timekeeper, Big Dame, and I am OUT. Peace.